How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Gaz's Koi Pond. As I came round on this little bit of a fishing lake the other week, and I said that if I were ever back over this way again, I would bring a bit of food round and give them a go. I've brought with me a tub of koi food and some couple of slices of bread. See if we can get them feeding. Hopefully we'll be able to get them up. And there is an area on this little pond area where all the surface plants all gather on top of ponds, all seem to come round and congregate in the area. There's a couple of areas on the pond where it's got that kind of stuff. So I'm going to throw a bit of food in around here and see if we can get them up to get a feeding. Fingers crossed, we'll get them to rise up and we'll see if we can get some footage of them. So I'll get back to you in a tick while I get these areas baited up and see what happens. Speak to you soon. So I said if I ever do come back round again, I'll bring a little food up with me and see if we can get them feeding. And if you look just there now, there's a mirror carp cruising surface, feeding on a couple of koi food pellets and some bits of bread that we've banged in. It's just cruising around on top, helping itself to some. So there is some good sized ones in here. I have to excuse the wind, guys, it's a little bit windier today. I'll see if I can get round and get a little bit more footage a bit closer. Nice common carp. Right, look at it. Cruising around there, helping itself to some bread. Apologies for the wind if it sounds a bit loud, but it's a bit there we go. Nice wild common carp coming up for a piece of bread. Perfect. Good sized fish. Oh, and a second one's moved in now. One over there just rose. See if we can catch them both, and this one's coming cruising towards us now, but there. Just there where it's evaporating water. Try and move around a little bit, see if we can get them both in on shot. It's right down here. Right underneath me there. Common carp again. Nice good sized fish. There we go. That's literally about 1.5 meters off the banking. Nice wild common. Underneath the tree there. Lovely little spot. I've come to this side of the pond because this is where most of the surface plants and leaf matter and everything congregates in the corner, because it's pretty much a dead cert that if you want to attract fish or you want to get fish going, to come where the water source moves to. because when the surface moves across and it congregates in one area, there's always one spot on your pond and your lakes where your fish will actively seek out food. There we go, guys. I'll try them again a little bit later on, see if we can get a few more to come up. Get back to you in a bit. As you can see, it's back up again there now. So, for all you carp anglers out there, if you want to get your carp going, I can recommend Coppins, because that gets them coming up feeding. A little bit of bread, a little bit of Coppins koi food. They seem to like it. Easily spooked off though. There is a fair few fish. There is also another secondary spot just over there, which has a bit of slack water on top at surface. The likelihood is we might be able to get some going over there too. Because if you see where the wind's blowing everything across, it gets to this point there, and then it goes nice and soft and everything just gathers in corner. That's where your carp will come up for food. They'll come actively seeking it. Insects, you name it, all get blown around and gathered in these corners and these areas, and carp will just come along and pick it all up. I'll see if we can get another spawn going, spawn should I say, another swim area going, and see if we can get some more feeding somewhere else. Get back to you in a tick. Just come up under lilies there now, you can just see it breaking water there. Just moving off over there we go. See if we can get round and sneak round on it again. I've got to stay low so as not to make a shadow over the water. There we go. Oh, spooked it. He spotted me. Certainly got him up, certainly got him feeding. So we've just popped in a few bits more now, a couple of hours later on. And already out in the middle of the water over that way, over there, we've had one or two rising. And we've just had, somebody's got a new horn for Christmas, and we've just had a couple rising here in front of us as well. So I'm going to have a keep walking around and add a few more in a few more areas and see if anything else comes up. As I was talking then, literally one right back bottom of my feet. And nice and close. And again there, another one rising. More rising out there. You can see them on the surface. Topping again there, look. Fish popping up everywhere. We've got a few of them. There's plenty good head of fish there. One just rose there then. There we go. You can see it there, fruit surface of water. They're coming up on pellets. Yeah. One there somewhere, there you go, just see its mouth coming up. Taking a mouthful there. And they're rating nice and close. I can't tell if that was a mirror carp or not. Just cruising in there. Rising just out there, look, again. So we've got them feeding well. That's good to see. I like to come up to the surface. I'm going to come down here and fish this spot. As we have a walk back round now to all areas where we baited up, there is a mother and the ducklings eating up some of the bread and some of the food I've dropped in. A beautiful little spot. Oh, one just rose out there. And again, one out there feeding. They're coming up well. I like the coppins. Coppins seems to be the thing. Wild carp on coppins. And there, if you just look over there, there's a mother duck and a duckling running up the banking. There's one just in here as well. One right in the area where I said where all the food and everything settles back. There's a nice big mirror carp. Just down there. There we go. That's a nice sized fish. Perfectly timed. There we go. Swimming off underneath that little bush. Ah. So, there it, oh, and a swell again. And there's one there just on the corner of the lilies there. You see it there feeding. Plenty of fish in this water, plenty of carp. I've just fed 5 or 6 areas, and I've got fish topping and feeding in every one of them. And just down there in those lilies, you can see one there just helping itself to some bread and some coppins food I put in. There we go, nudging around again in this area where it's all built up and collected. And if you look out there, you can see 2 more feeding up top. It's a good sign when you can go around a lake of this size and throw plenty of food in 6-7 areas, and the fish come up to feed everywhere. Got a good head of fish. A nice spot for fishing. Right, I'll get back to you in a bit, guys. And again, look at that for a scenery. Absolutely beautiful. Catch you in a bit.